What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry I haven't been on here for a couple of weeks, but we had Easter break, and for the first time in such a super long time I was able to give my kids the best holiday ever because everything was open. So all our parks and our attractions and all of the great places to go and visit and see, finally we were mask free, pass free, and we had entrance and they were finally open. So that was just glorious. But I'm back with some very juicy content for you guys because yep, if you saw the thumbnail, I had to go back onto steroids, and I'm going to tell you exactly why and what I did and how I'm overcoming the withdrawal process, because I didn't think I was going to withdraw, but in actual fact I did. A bit of a combo of bad lifestyle choices and overdoing things and medication. So as you can see, I'm not looking fantastic, but I'm looking a lot better. Go ahead and check my Instagram out because I put on quite a lot of photos of what I was going through, and I'll put a few here as well for you guys so you don't miss out. But on my Instagram I've got like the whole story of how I flared and what was going on in sort of, you know, the day-to-day detail if you want to see more footage and images of, you know, what my skin looks like when it's really bad. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Layla, and on my channel I discuss everything to do with topical steroid withdrawal, lifelong eczema, how you can overcome it, any other skin inflammation. This is the channel to be watching. I myself have overcome topical steroid withdrawal a few times now and lifelong eczema, and I feel like I've kind of got a lot to share on my channel, which is why I dedicate this channel to you guys who are trying to navigate through this very complex healing journey that we all go through in order to overcome, especially our TSW. I'm gonna go ahead and get started, but before you do, you guys, please go ahead and give me a big thumbs up for this video. Subscribe if you are struggling with your skin condition and you need some help and you think that my channel could be of use to you. All the information that I provide for you guys is completely free. On my channel, I share with you all of the tips and tricks that I was given by holistic practitioners, by facialists and dermatologists, that I'm sharing with you completely for free. So I've paid for all this information and I'm laying it out for you guys for free. A few weeks before the spring break, I ended up having to go back onto steroids because I caught a really bad flu. Now this is like a flu like no other. Now I've had COVID twice, and neither times did I feel this poorly, and it really attacked my lungs, this flu, and I was really in a bad way. I had to go to hospital for a day. I wasn't able to control my breathing, and I'd overdosed on way too much Ventolin, so my palpitations, my blood pressure, my heart rate was just through the roof. I think I was like 150 over 120. It was something absolutely mad because I'd just been puffing on my Ventolin at the start of my bronchitis just to try and catch my breath because I just couldn't catch my breath. I was wheezing the entire time. It would take me literally a century to get from my bed to the toilet. Like, I was in a really bad way, and I just really needed to, you know, snap back into shape, get back to life. I do feel that sort of, you know, as a semi-single parent, you know, I really had to be there for my kids, and I needed to do that for them because it's just no fun for them if I'm sick in bed all the time and I'm not getting any better. So I did take my doctor's recommendation, and I have had a long-winded history with my local GP. She has definitely become very observant of my overall well-being and health and how I overcame my skin condition completely naturally. She's not completely ruled it out, my healing strategy, my healing methodology, as it were. But she says when steroids are needed, they are needed. You know, you cannot banish steroids from society because some people really need them, and I totally understand that. And in this situation, I needed to go back on my steroids, but I just went on a 2-day course of prednisone and then a 5-day course of antibiotics, and I was very disappointed that I had to go on antibiotics as well, but she just said she really needed to just get that virus out of my system ASAP. So yeah, I was disappointed but relieved at the same time. It was very mixed emotions going on in my head, and I did literally sit in bed for about 5 days thinking, how am I going to overcome this? How am I going to get better? So I feel like I made the right choice, but as a result, yes, I am flaring all over. Just mainly my face. My neck is really in good shape. I'm really happy about my neck. So the neck is good. The face, you know, is pretty bad. Like, I've got quite a lot of elephant skin. I had really, really bad eye inflammation. Like that was where it came first. Like basically for the first 2 weeks after I took the prednisone and I had the 2-day course, I think I took it on the Friday and the Saturday, and then instantly by the Saturday, even after the first day, I was just like so much better. I think we even went to our local park and you know, just rode on our bikes and stuff. Like I felt like pretty good. And I certainly feel after that experience that I think if anybody's kind of in any debilitated state, be it just with the skin or with your breathing, then, you know, having that relief time during the course of your, you know, healing journey can sometimes be of benefit, but it all really depends upon the individual, because the body needs to be able to heal in its own way. And I think putting so much pressure on your body and having so many things for your body to heal all at once can sometimes be very overwhelming for your body and very overwhelming for you mentally as well. I've seen, you know, various different people in different stages of TSW that I've sort of thought, you know, it might be worthy going back onto steroids, and then, you know, just cutting back and tapering on the steroids so that you feel better overall, and then, you know, gradually, you know, implement your healing strategy and your diet and so forth, and your supplementation, and do it in a more gentle fashion. I do believe that that is totally possible. So what happened was I took the steroids, and then obviously 2 weeks later, and I thought I was out in the clear, to be honest, because I am 2 years and 4 months steroid free, and I thought, yes, I'll be fine, I won't relapse, I'll be fine. And then I thought, well, if I do flare, I know what to do. So it started last Thursday. Today we are Tuesday the 26th of April as I film, but obviously when this goes up onto YouTube, it'll probably be about 4 or 5 days later. So it was on the Thursday I woke up and I had a biffy eye, and I didn't like that biffy eye, and then this eye just continued to get really puffy. It looked like I had an eye infection, and then the next eye came up all around the eyes, just that redness around the eyes, and it's what I used to call my sugar eyes, because like back in the cruxes of my TSW in 2020, if I had like anything sweet, I would just immediately red eye all around here. So I know I had a pretty bad diet leading up to this flare at the same time, because we were at these parks and attraction places and we were eating from those snack bars, and there was a lot of French fries, and there was a lot of burgers, and there was a lot of iced tea. What can I say? I thought I was on holiday like my kids. So we were just, you know, I was throwing caution to the wind, not taking a packed lunch, very bored of eating off our kitchen living room table, because we're still doing our kitchen renovation, and I swear to God that is coming to an end very soon, because I myself, if I'm this bored of it, you guys must be super bored of it. But anyway, I think there was the dust factor as well as to why I ended up with this chest infection, not just the flu. I think there was a lot of dust that sort of entered into that equation as well, and then the bad eating thereafter, which equaled obviously this. So yeah, as I said, on the Thursday it all came up and it flared pretty badly, and then Friday I was pretty much in full flare, because it kind of like takes a few days for you to get in like real full flare mode. The first thing I do when I sort of see my face in this way is I just go straight to the store and I get loads and loads of celery, and I get tons of celery and sweet potato and red onion and chickpeas and, you know, salad and flaxseed and fresh sardines, and that's what I stock my fridge with. And once that is all stocked, that is what I eat, and I literally just that for like the first 3 days. I'll add in a bit of chicken, I'll add in a little bit of salmon, I'll add in a bit of rice couscous I've been eating quite a little bit of, which kind of like, as I got a bit bored of quinoa all the time, so I thought I'll mix it up. I'll put some rice couscous, so it's a gluten-free rice couscous, not corn-based, rice-based, because corn can make you flare. Yeah, and then avoided the sugar at all costs, and then had just me some nice fruit, just some nice apples and pears and blueberries, and kept it super clean. And then every single meal I added my flax seeds. So I would have like I'd make a little paste, as it were, like a little dipping sauce, and I have olive oil, flax seeds, and a pinch of salt, and I will literally just dip my apples in there in the evening, or my pear in there, so that I'm getting that high omega, because the way I need to overcome this is omega. All of this elephant skin is basically the steroids stripping me of that omega, and I need to fuel up with that omega. because that's what's going to bring that plumpness through, that suppleness. It's going to calm down that inflammation, and that is what's going to do the trick. So as you can see, I've just got a few reminiscences left here and here. This is like my last little bit round up there and a little bit under here, and then I'm just generally very dry, and with the dryness I'm just using my Dermaviduals, my best favorites. I always save them for occasions like this. Typically if I'm not flaring, then I can use, you know, more day-to-day products that are more accessible and easy to get hold of. But when I'm in flare like this, I go to my Dermaviduals, and I'll put Andy Millward's details down below, who is my facialist who provides me with these with this Dermavidual range, because you can't buy it on the market. You've got to buy it through a registered facialist who stocks that range, and that's very, very high in, you know, the essential lipids that I need and the ceramides that I need, and it's not a heavy cream either, so I'm not flaking with it. I did flake, obviously, like probably I think it was about, was it Saturday, Sunday, I started flaking, and that's a brilliant sign because it just means that all those new skin cells are coming through. It's all going to start settling down. And then just today I've got the new skin cells, but I'm still very, very dry. So if I flake again, then I know I've just got to probably have sardines 3 times a day rather than once a day. But it's those sardines, and it's that salad, and it's that flaxseed that's just like boosting the skin. And then, you know, parallel to that, the celery juice. And the way I have the celery juice is I just juice the celery juice on its own, and then I have like a ½ teaspoon of the absorbic sodium absorbate vitamin C powder that I love. And again, I put it down in the link below. I'll put my link tree to all my favorite products that I use all the time, so you can see everything down there. Yeah, I'll drink that on an empty stomach first thing in the morning. I'll walk the kids to school, I'll come back, so like ½ an hour later, and then I'll have my breakfast. Typically I always have my pancakes, and if I don't have my pancakes, I just have like an apple or something with my little dipping sauce. And then for lunch I would make my salad, my sardines, and then with the flaxseed I always make sure it's grounded up so that I get the best absorption rate possible. So that if it's all nicely grounded up, it's just going to go through my system that much better, and I'll get, you know, all the nutrients that I need from this flaxseed, just maximize on everything. And then I'll have like, you know, I'll make my own hummus, which is the chickpeas, and again I just do that in my magic bullet, and then I'll add in olive oil and fresh garlic and a pinch of salt always, and then I've just got my tub ready to go. And then I just have I always roast some sweet potato in the oven with some onion, and also sometimes some garlic as well. And then that really is what I will eat until my flare has like really subsided, and until my skin's really glowing again and it's just come back to life. So I feel that that is kind of like the best way for me to manage my flare. And then on the flip side as well, obviously I'm drinking tons of water. I'm not having any coffee whatsoever. I'm really going low histamine all out, really no gluten, no dairy. Yeah, I'm just making sure that I'm peeing a lot as well, because I think you need to flush that toxin out and really try and flush a lot of this lymphatic, you know, blockage that I had here, because they were so puffy and so red, and I know that I need to flush this out the best way possible. So yeah, lots and lots of water, and then yeah, as much vitamin C as I can handle. And then for any cracked wounds that you get to like around the mouth and that sort of thing, I would take like a liquid zinc supplement, magnesium with my B supplements, B6 particularly, apple cider vinegar baths where necessary. So I'm back to sort of rebuilding myself again from scratch. Yeah, that's it. I just wanted to share that with you guys. And if you are, you know, in a similar predicament, or you are still on your TSW journey and you're not seeing any significant changes to your skin, then do consider, you know, watching some of my previous videos, taking on board this diet. DM me if you need to. I always answer. Go ahead and check me out on Instagram, because I'm there every single day and I answer all my DMs religiously as much as possible. But yeah, I'm over there, like, you know, constantly if you need to reach out. And let me know down below in the comments if you've tried this strategy and tried my, you know, high omega, low histamine diet, and if you've seen a change in your skin, and if you've tried celery juice, if you've seen a change in your skin. And it's kind of like you've got to do this combo all together. Do DM me if you want to, and let me know what you've been eating. and let me know if I can help you in any way, or if you need any advice or tips or what have you. You can leave either comments down below or you can DM me directly. That is it from me, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and do give me a thumbs up if you did. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. Give me a bit of love, and I will see you guys all in my next one. Bye for now.